Have you ever felt like you're stuck, unable to move forward because of fear? Fear of rejection, of making a mistake, or of not being good enough. Confidence is the key to unlocking your potential, but without it, life can feel like you're a boat drifting aimlessly, no direction, no purpose. Today's story is about a young man, Samuel, who faced the harsh reality of his own self-doubt in the crowded, bustling world of a market. He was smart, capable, and hardworking, but without confidence, he was invisible. Stay with us until the end because this story will show you how self-confidence isn't a gift. It's something that can be built one step at a time. Samuel was a 28-year-old man, working at a small, family-owned market stall in the heart of a busy city. The market was always alive with noise, the chatter of customers, the clinking of coins, and the smell of fresh produce. Yet, Samuel always felt like an outsider in this vibrant world. His family ran the stall, selling fresh fruits and vegetables. Samuel knew the products inside and out. He knew the best deals, the quality of the produce, and the prices. But every day when customers came to the stall, he stayed behind, too shy to greet them or suggest a sale. Instead, his younger brother Alex took the lead. Alex was outgoing, confident, and always had a way with people. Customers loved him, and his confidence seemed to shine through the crowd. While Alex thrived, Samuel felt invisible. He was intelligent, hardworking, and knowledgeable, but all his skills were buried beneath his fear. Fear of speaking to strangers. Fear of failure. Fear of what others might think of him. One day, as Samuel was arranging produce, his father called him over. "Samuel," he said, his voice stern, "I've been watching you. You're capable, but you're letting fear hold you back. You have to step up." Samuel felt the weight of his father's words. His heart raced. His father wasn't wrong, but Samuel couldn't shake the feeling that he wasn't cut out for this life. How could he speak to customers when he could barely make eye contact? How could he sell when he didn't even believe in himself? That evening, a new customer came to the stall. A man with sharp eyes and a commanding presence. He was looking for the best apples. Alex, as usual, stepped in and immediately began a conversation. He was confident, charming, and persuasive. The man bought more than he intended. Samuel watched silently as Alex effortlessly took the lead. The next day the man returned and once again Alex took charge. Samuel had had enough. His father's words echoed in his mind. He couldn't keep hiding behind his brother. But how? Where would he even begin? It was at that moment, when Samuel felt his lowest, that he met an old man named Thomas. Thomas was a vendor at a neighboring stall, a quiet figure who had been selling herbs and spices for years. Samuel had never paid much attention to him, but today as he walked by, Thomas called out to him. "You seem troubled, my boy," Thomas said, his voice kind but firm. "I've seen you work here for years. You know the business, but you don't know how to step into it. You're hiding from your own potential." Samuel was taken aback. How could this old man know anything about him? But there was something in Thomas's eyes, something that made Samuel pause. "You want to build confidence?" Thomas asked. "It's simple. You'll start with small steps. Each day you'll face a fear and you'll build your confidence from there. But you have to trust the process." Samuel was skeptical, but something about Thomas's calm demeanor made him decide to try. "What do I have to lose?" Samuel thought, nodding. The first task was simple: speak to 10 strangers. Samuel was horrified. How could he possibly do that? But Thomas was insistent. "It doesn't matter what you say, just speak. Ask them how their day is going, comment on the weather, just start a conversation." At first, Samuel could barely get the words out. He approached a woman looking at tomatoes and stumbled over his words. She gave him a strange look and moved on. His heart sank. But Thomas was right there, watching. "Don't give up," Thomas encouraged. "Everyone you speak to is just another chance to practice. You're not trying to make a sale, you're just building the muscle." By the end of the day, Samuel had spoken to 10 people. Some were kind, some were curt, but each conversation, no matter how awkward, gave him a tiny boost of confidence. "I can do this," he thought as he walked home, the weight on his shoulders just a little lighter. On the second day, Thomas's challenge was even harder. Samuel had to take charge of the stall for a full hour alone. His father would be out running errands, and it was Samuel's turn to handle everything. At first, Samuel wanted to call his father and ask for help. The fear of making a mistake was overwhelming. But he knew this was the moment to step up. He greeted the first customer, offering them some fresh apples. To his surprise, the conversation was smooth. He even suggested some spices from Thomas's stall to go with the apples. The customer smiled and bought both. Samuel's heart raced, but he realized something. He was doing it. He was no longer just a spectator in his own life. He was the one people were interacting with, and he was making decisions. Confidence was beginning to grow within him. The third and final task was the hardest. Samuel had to go to his father and apologize. Not just for his actions, but for the fear that had kept him from living up to his potential. He had to face the man who had always believed in him but was disappointed by his lack of action. When Samuel approached his father, the old man looked at him with weary eyes. "I know, Dad. I know I've been hiding," Samuel said, his voice trembling. "But I'm done hiding. I want to make this right. I want to prove to you that I can be more than just a bystander." For a moment there was silence. Then his father nodded slowly. "I've been waiting for this, Samuel. I've always known you could do more." A week later the market was bustling as usual. But this time, Samuel wasn't hiding behind the counter. He was front and center, interacting with customers, confidently suggesting new products and handling transactions smoothly. His father watched from the corner of the stall, his expression filled with pride. It was clear that Samuel had finally stepped into his own. The fear that once held him back was now a thing of the past. Samuel's life was transformed. He was no longer the timid man hiding in the corner of his father's market stall. He had learned that confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build through action. And that's the lesson for all of us. Confidence is not a gift. It's a skill that anyone can develop. It begins with facing your fears one small step at a time. No matter where you are now, you have the power to change your life. Remember, the world sees you the way you present yourself. If you walk in with confidence, others will see that strength. If you walk in with fear, they'll see that too. Confidence is built, not given. Take the first step today. Step out of your comfort zone, speak to strangers, take charge, and most importantly, believe in yourself. You have the power to change your future. It starts now. If this story inspired you, leave a like and comment below. Let me know how you're going to start building your own self-confidence today. Share this video with someone who needs it. Until next time, stay patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward.